What's up, guys? It's Dean. I was debating on whether to even do this video, and I had done a previous video while I was at the Great Wolf Lodge, and the video was about using currency, how to have your money move, and why you don't want to save, and why you want to do things that you want to use your money to invest in yourself. You want to use your money to invest in things that make you better. And I ended up creating a little short 60-second video on that entire concept, kind of breaking it down into one small little thing. And I had done that video because there was out of a comment that I had gotten, and I said, I'm not going to respond to every single comment. I got a comment on the little 60-second video that I knew I was going to get. And I knew I was going to get this because of how many men, and this could have been a woman, I don't know. It's the freaking internet, who cares? But how many men have told me this exact same thing, and they use it as an excuse to do the wrong thing. Back in the day, when I wasn't as direct, I wasn't as harsh as I am now, I would have commented back and said, well, what I meant was this, and what I meant was that, and really, when I say savings for losers, what I really mean is that, and do whatever I could to please that person. But now, things are very different. Now, to that person, thank you for commenting on the video. Anytime you want to comment, I love it. I don't care if it's a negative comment. I don't care if it's a positive comment. Either one is a comment, so I appreciate it. However, to that person who said that saving money is how most people survive nowadays, I'm going to tell you that while that might be true, it is the worst possible thing that you could ever do as a man. And I'm not saying to go and spend your money frivolously on whatever you want, but I am telling you to use it to level up. You are wrong. You are wrong. Most people save, quote unquote, most people don't even save. So most people live a life of mediocrity. Most people live a life where 95% of what they do is entertainment. The other 5% is possibly personal growth or just doing things out of necessity. So whether it's going to McDonald's to go get some fast food, whether it's paying for your Netflix, paying for your maybe your little Disneyland trip that you make once a year or twice a year, it might be a variety of things. My dog's barking at me. Luna, relax. Much of what they are saving for is stuff that floats and just dissolves in the wind, goes out into nothing like dust. And the funny thing is, these are the same men who probably spend hours and hours and hours playing massive multiplayer RPG games, online games where what do you have to do? Trust me, I was one of these guys. I was 100% one of these guys. Not too long ago either. So I'm not saying this in a way that's meant to be where you're stuck where you're at and you're doing something stupid and you're evil and bad and all these different things. I was there, dude. I was 100% there. What do you do in those games? Virtually every game, you invest in yourself. Think of the last video game that you played where you have experience points, right? There's a really good YouTuber out there named Hamza that I just recently got introduced to, and he's like 25, 26 or something like that, much younger than I am. But he talks about starting off your journey to improvement. Luna, relax. Your journey towards self-improvement by killing chickens. If you've ever played any type of RPG game, any type of massive multiplayer online game, you're always killing these rinky-dink little things that are like nothing, right? You can't just go and slay these huge beasts and stuff like that because you don't have the armor, you don't have the skill set, you don't have the strength, you don't have the charisma, you don't have all these different things, right? So in these games, what do? What is the wisest thing to do? Do you just go kill your little chickens, kill your little things in the very beginning, whether it's a medieval RPG game or something like Grand Theft Auto or whatever? Do you just get as much money as you possibly can, just save and save and save and save and save and save and save? No, it's like one of the worst things you can do, right? What do? You get a new sword, you build up your skills, you pay for some spell book or something like that, you just pay for some armor, and you get to the next thing. Now you go from killing chickens to being able to kill roosters because they're a little bit stronger, right? And then maybe you're building up, you're attacking, and you're getting your skill set up, and you're doing all those things that are improving you, and you're collecting gold at the same time. And then what do? Do you just save once again? Do you spend literally 500 hours of your life saving gold in the beginning of those games and then hoping that you get the best of the best? No. You invest in your sword, your armor, your spells, all these different things. Go from wooden sword to iron sword to steel sword to diamond sword to some whatever, right? As you gain experience, you invest in yourself and you move on to the next thing. Life is no different. It's so funny how we will spend hours and hours and hours doing crap like this, or Candy Crush, or some stupid mobile game. We'll spend hours knowing that we have to spend this gold, this money that we get in game to better and improve our character, but we will not do it for ourselves. Why? Because it actually hurts. It's real life. In order to get muscles, you have to what? Actually work out and feel the pain, feel the burn, and you have to pay for the membership, or maybe you pay for a personal trainer. You take what you would have spent for Netflix, for Hulu, for Amazon, or that treat that you wanted, the cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory that you were dying to get this week, or the 12-pack of beer that you get every other day. You're taking that money and you're transferring it over to a personal trainer. You're transferring it over to a gym membership, transferring it over to a course on how to build your body and create a V-taper of your body so you look super attractive. But with it, you actually feel pain. You feel the pain of the weights. You feel the pain of, I could have been, rather than being at the gym, I could have been watching Hulu. I could have been eating a cupcake. Could have been doing all those different things that would have been much more pleasurable. But now I'm feeling the burn, feeling pain, right? The same goes with learning how to be an entrepreneur, learning how to build your own business, learning how to sell your own thing, right? That money that you could have spent on that McDonald's Happy Meal, the adult Happy Meal. I think they have adult Happy Meals now. If you buy an adult Happy Meal, which I'm sure there are friends of mine who do this, and I'm not judging you, but yeah, I am judging you. If you buy an adult Happy Meal, I'm telling you right now, you are the biggest fucking pussy that I've ever seen. Okay? And I know I'm gonna get shit for this. I don't care. Okay, if you buy an adult Happy Meal, that's all. I'm just telling you. That's what I think. And I love you. We're men. This is the way men talk to other men. But dude, come on, really? That money for the adult Happy Meal could have been used for buying a $5 item. And you think, Dean, there's no way you can possibly do this. You can go buy a $5 item at a thrift shop and sell it for 10, 20, 30, 50, $100. You think I'm lying? I bought this. It was this Peyton Manning, like robot action figure thing from this thrift store in Southern California, still in the box. I ended up buying it for like $2 or $3 from this thrift store. Perfect condition in this box. I sold it online. I even made a course online showing how to do this. I had it on CreateSpace, which would actually sell directly on Amazon as a video product. I used this as the example. I bought it for like $2 or $3 and sold it for $130. That adult Happy Meal could have made you $125, but you chose to eat that nasty poisonous food and get that cheapo toy that probably has some kind of poison on it, BPA crap from who knows where it was made, right? These are the choices that we make. And it's so funny, I did not expect this to even be this type of channel. I didn't even want this to be this channel. I wanted to talk about systems and processes and business and entrepreneurship and things like that. And it just slowly turned into this, and it's fine. You know, I get to build the people who are listening to this, who are resonating, who are thumbs upping this video. Those are the ones who I'm talking to, the ones who want to become better, not make excuses, not say, oh, I save my people, we save our money because we have to, because we need to survive. Yet they go and spend their money on stupid crap like that, when they could have literally used that. When people come to me and say, oh, well, it was $5, it was $5, it was a $5 Happy Meal. No, I can't do anything with $5. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a thrift store and bought something for under $5 and sold it for $30, $40, $50, $100+ dollars. I had I'll give you one more example. Went to a thrift store back in the day. In the box, it was still in the plastic casing. It was an original Bop It game where it was like Bop It, Twist It, all this other stuff, right? The original one. Bought it for, I want to say that one all right, well, the phone overheated. Let's say that again. So I found this original Bop It I didn't even realize that it overheated. So I did about 15 minutes more of stuff. So, and you got railed, but I don't know, maybe I won't be as mean. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, I found this original Bop It in the plastic case that was still all in the plastic case and everything like that. I think I bought it for that one I bought for like $7, sold it for $100. So any excuse that where, oh, I only have $5. At the end of the month, I only have $15 left. Dude, you can turn that $15 into $150. Going and buying a freaking adult Happy Meal or going and buying just crap, that's not what I mean by not saving your money, right? You need to invest in yourself, that next sword, that next piece of armor, that next spell book, whatever it is to level up your character in real life, to level yourself up in real life. That's what I'm talking about. It could be a family trip if you're trying to level up your relationship. But if it's you know, some prime season thing where you're to watch baseball or something like that, where you're spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours watching baseball, no, dude, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is investing in things and moving your cash into things that will help you to grow to the next level. I've bought courses that were $27 that have made me literally thousands of dollars. The Proven Amazon course way back in the day, I don't know if it's still as good as it is now. That course alone made me that was $200 or maybe it was like $300 at the time, might be more, it might be even $600. Whether it was even if it was $1,000, that got me hundreds of thousands of dollars. It ended up helping me figure out Amazon in the first place, which then led me to learn how to drop ship, which then led me to build a dropshipping business that was doing 7 figures. Okay, we were doing about $3 million a year in dropshipping. Now dropshipping is that's revenue, that's not profit. Profit was probably about 15%, but still, that's pretty dang good. And it was fully automated and everything like that. So what I'm saying is that, like, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. The comments that I get when it's like, well, people need to save money, well, in order to buy their things, or people need, you know, yeah, it's nice of you to say that because you're blah 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 or whatever. Dude, you have no excuse. I have a friend who kicks my ass all the time in jiu-jitsu. He's ripped. He has his room and board taken care of, and he is one of the nicest guys I know. He barely has any income coming. His main skill set is knowing how to garden, so people pay him to grow their orange trees and things like that. People will give him room and board and things like that for helping to garden. And he loves gardening. He loves it. So that's his skill set. Could he do more? Yeah, he can definitely invest himself into the different skill sets and stuff like that. But if he can do it, you can do it. And you might be saying, well, I have a family, I have a wife, I have kids and stuff. But at the same time, like, look at yourself, dude. If you knew my backstory, I'm not going to share it. You can go find out. Don't be lazy. You can find out how many, like, if I'm married and if I have kids. You can find out all of these different things. If you want to go and find out my backstory, you can even go to prosulum.com, prosulum.com. I have a full video on my entire life there. It's a documentary. And then on my business. So but you'll probably be lazy. You won't go there. You'll just say, oh, well, Dean, yeah, he's just born this way. I was in the lowest possible position. Okay. And so there's no excuse. There's no excuse at all. So the idea that you magically have this amazing excuse to hold as much money as you possibly can, it's absolutely nonsense. Dude, if you save your money right now, you are a fucking idiot. I'm telling you right now, you are retarded. You want to know why? Because if you save that money, because of how much real inflation is happening, not CPI, not the 9% inflation in the United States, let's say, but real inflation. I'm talking 20, 30, 40% on most things, if not more. You keep that money in the bank, you hoard that money, you keep it, and by the end of the year, it is 40% less. You have $10,000 in the bank, at the end of the year, it's worth, you might as well just cut that in half. You are dumb if you're saving money. And I realize you need to eat. I realize that. So does everybody in the world. But that does not mean that you have somehow magically you have the right to go to McDonald's and buy all this crap. That you have the right to go spend all this crap on entertainment, all your disposable income on entertainment. If you have $100 at the end of the month and you go and buy like 2 cheesecakes from Cheesecake Factory costing like $30, you're an idiot. When that 100 could have been used to buy a course that teaches you how to sell something online. And now you're making an extra $100 a month every month, or an extra $500 a month every month, or an extra $1,000 a month every month. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. And the men, I see so many men making this excuse. And they'll say, well, I only have $100 at the end of the month. Might as well buy some beer with it. Might as well just sit back and relax and do whatever. And then they flame me in the comments. The amount of suffering, the amount of giving up, the delayed gratification that I've done, and that you can do too. People look at what I do and they say, must be nice. Must be nice. It is fucking nice. It is, because I went through hell to get to this. While you were eating your Cheetos, while you were watching your Netflix for 5 hours a day, I was working. While you were asking and hoping that your boss gives you that raise, I was dealing with clients who wanted to sue me. I was dealing with clients where they were making my life a living hell. While you were enjoying the weekend on vacation, I would dream of taking a vacation for a few years. And now I can take a vacation whenever I want. Now if I want to go to Great Wolf Lodge every week, I'll go to Great Wolf Lodge every week. I want to go to Hawaii every week, I'll go to Hawaii every week. But I couldn't before. I couldn't. Because every little bit would be invested either into myself or the things that I cared about and the people that I cared about. To build my skill set, to build my entrepreneurship skill set, to build my business, to understand taxes, tax code, understand corporations, understand how to build an organization, how to go from one person to now hundreds of people around the world. If I gave this to you, if I took what I have and I gave it to you, it would collapse in less than a month because you don't have the skill set. Well, I make it look easy. It's like me giving you, you not going to the gym at all, and me giving you 300 pounds to lift, expecting you to bench press it. You'd be crushed under the weight. Meanwhile, Dean's just doing it for reps, right? I wish I could do 300 pounds for reps. I think I could do like 245 right now for reps. But does that mean that you couldn't get to that point? If you wanted to give up, if you wanted to give up the Cheetos, the McDonald's, the Netflix, the Hulu, if you wanted to give up the Happy Meals, if you wanted to give up the soy lattes, if you wanted to give up all of these things so that you can buy one course that'll teach you how to make $100 extra a month, to how to make $500 extra a month, you can do that. But most people won't. Most people won't. Most guys won't. They'll just make that excuse, just like that commenter. I'm not saying this because I don't love you. I love you. I'm saying this because this is what you need to hear. And I don't know if I said this before or after the cutoff. 80% of men aren't going to do any of this. 20% are going to say, yes, I'm totally going to do this, 100%. Then out of that 20% that actually start, they quit. I would say probably about 10% quit like within the first day, after the first day. Then the 10% that keep going for like a month, they quit to about another, out of the 20%, 90% quit. And then the 10% that are going for the month, another 80 to 90% quit. It's only those 1 to 2% that keep going, that build a life like you see here. So which one are you? I'm done. I'm done talking about this. I did not expect to be talking about this types of topics. I like it. It's fun, but I did not expect it. But which one are you? I want the people who are thumbs upping. I love it. That's great. That means that you want to do this. If that means that you want to. But let's be real. Only about 1 to 2% of you will keep going with it. Thumbs up. That's the first action. Great. Love it. Those who thumbs down, you're not my audience anyway. Keep thumbs down. Do it. I don't care. Like, it's great. Like, either way, it helps my algorithm. But thumbs upping, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if next month you're eating your Cheetos and getting your adult Happy Meals. So, all right, this is Dean Soto, Freedom in 5 minutes. Catch you in the next video.